Hello, welcome to today's Rune and Tarot pick. So just closing your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Just thinking about what's on your mind right now. Is there a specific question on your mind? Is there anything that you'd like to know? Anything you're feeling right now? And let's see what the runes are saying to us. Okay, so we've got the rune Ehwaz. This one's come up a few times recently. So Ehwaz is that relationship. Now it can signify relationships in lots of different ways. It's also Freya's rune. So it can be very much, if you've looked at Norse mythology and how Freya is with the affairs that she has with giants, and the tears that she cries for her husband, it's looking more into the relationship that you have with yourself. And this today feels very much about looking at yourself in relationships and recognizing that there's only one factor that doesn't change in all of your relationships. That's you. That is yourself. So if your question was about relationships or the relationship that you're in, the question should really be about, what is it about me in this relationship? What do I bring? What am I putting my needs forward? Am I communicating myself? Am I being transparent? This is something that's come up recently. It's very much about levels of intimacy. And if you don't express to people that you're in a relationship with how you're feeling, what's going on for you, what's happened in your life. I'll give you an example. It's sort of, where there's a couple arguing and they call it the silent treatment. So somebody goes silent. It's like, oh, what's the matter? Something must be the matter. And you've got to try and guess what's the matter rather than that person actually coming forward and saying, well, this is my problem. This is what's going on for me. So it's stepping outside of what we would normally do and those patterns that you've been in perhaps before. You are now stepping outside of those patterns and recognizing your part in those patterns and what you don't want to bring forward into new relationships potentially. So I spoke quite a bit on that one there, didn't I? There's obviously a lot to say with Ehwaz. But Ehwaz is essentially, it's that communication with yourself. So that relationship with yourself, the horse and the rider getting to know each other, aligning your head and your heart and speaking that, making sure that you are actually allowing people to see that in you, not pretending, not masking. Okay, Page of Pentacles. So the page is kind of like an element of your lessons and what you're learning about yourself, that study that you're doing on yourself. And I love pages. Pages kind of access the inner child, and maybe there's something there within the pattern that you're repeating, perhaps that you've experienced as a child in your parents' relationships or relationships that were around you. How much of your relationship now is actually echoing that? So this is about you taking that younger version of yourself and basically saying, like, this is where we're at now. We're not there anymore, and we're not with that person anymore, and I'm not that person anymore. So this is quite a interesting one, really. If you do want some help with that, we can do work around accessing that inner part of yourself and aligning the head and the heart, accessing what is the real question, what is the real truth there within you that you can unlock, recognize and work with, and getting your voice back as well. I feel with this one, it's sort of allowing yourself to know you do have a voice, and do you feel you are in safe enough relationships to express that voice and to say what you need and what you feel. And if that's a no, then maybe this has answered your question that you had. So do let me know if this reading resonates with you, and I would love to read more for you. So please do get in touch. Have a blessed day.